Welcome to my Chongqing travel vlog. This is where you can find the perfect 2-day itinerary for your travel in this viral municipality in China called Chongqing. Just imagine that you're landing at the Chongqing airport. Let's go. We're currently in Chongqing. Let's take a look at the view. Gotta say, I'm amazed. Just look at that. Wow. That's the Cross River Bridge. There's so many bridges. This is just one of them. I don't know what that brown is, but it looks really cool. And there is a garden on top of the building on a rooftop. Actually, many gardens. And another playground randomly on top of the building. It's really, as people are saying, as mountainous, is multi-dimensional. It's crazy, it's gorgeous. Looking forward to exploring more. Forgot to mention, there's also the ruffles right there, right on top of the bridge. It really doesn't even look that impressive compared to all the other tall buildings nearby, but it really looks like the hotel in Singapore with 3 towers and a horizontal ship-like thing on top. Here is the first look at Chongqing. We have a whole day of activities. We're going to be checking out 5 stops, and let's get started with our first stop, Kuixinglou.
kuixinglou 就是那个22楼看1楼的。
哦，这样子。Okay, so that's the voice that I made when I realized why Kuixinglou is so famous. So everything you see here is like a normal plaza, but the reason why Kuixinglou is so famous lies right here near the Sky Bridge. Take a look. Okay, whoa, here it is. It says that it's 25th floor right there, and it's the 22nd floor right here. And yet we are standing right on this level as if we're on the ground floor. This is crazy. Just take a look at that. Let's get going to save me from having a heart attack from the last place. So the second stop is the Riverside Park. You can either take a subway, which will go through this bridge that you're looking at right now, or take a taxi, which is really cheap in China. Either way, it's going to bring you to this really gorgeous Riverside Park that will give you this panoramic view of Chongqing, and you can see the famous Hongyadong right in front of you, surrounded by all the skyscrapers. We're currently at the Riverside Park, and you can get a pretty good view of Hongyadong from here. So that is Hongyadong with the historical area on the side. And that is the Cross River Bridge. It's a pretty good view. A good time to arrive at the Riverside Park is around sunset time. So depending on the season, it might be around 7 or 8. The reason why is because around sunset time, there's gonna be a special turning on of the lights event. So take a look. Wow. Wow.
来拍，
Once you had a relaxing siesta at the Riverside Park, you can, of course, go directly across the river to Hongyadong, which is what you're looking at right now. However, Hongyadong is actually even more beautiful a little bit later at night. So our third stop is going to be Xiahaolane. So we're going to be crossing 2 rivers to go to Xiahaolane, which is a very hilly and beautiful historical and commercial area. So I do recommend you going by subway. So as you can see, we're crossing that bridge that we saw earlier again. Subway in Chongqing is so convenient. And as you can see here, it also has a gorgeous view. So it's almost like a super cheap sightseeing tour. So highly recommend it. And through the subway, we're arriving at Xiahaolane. Let's take a look. Xiahaolane. I started getting very distracted by food because there are just so many amazing food stalls nearby. But what that description was saying earlier is that the reason why Xiahaolane is so famous is because it is the last piece of land that is pretty much preserved as its historical original look. It hasn't been enhanced by any steel or concrete. So pretty much what you're seeing right now is what people have been seeing it for the past 100 years or more. So let's go through this untouched historical old district of Chongqing. Okay, we're currently at the Xiahaolane. Lots of stairs, and that's Chinese character for it. And we're just going up. Right here. It says this is very Chongqing. Okay, we'll take a look at this. Okay. And there's another bridge that's on top of there, so we're just gonna walk around and check out this area. Trains passing through. And this is the bridge, one of the many bridges here. And we have some houses on the river. This is called the Long River, so I guess it's really long. And then we're still in Xiahaolane, so we have this very traditional architecture here. Tea houses and shops. It's getting a little bit late, it's about 8 p.m. so we're seeing some lights turning on. Gorgeous. To enjoy Xiahaolane more effortlessly, I do recommend you going to the top of Xiahaolane like what I've shown you in this video, and then just walk all the way down so you don't need to deal with walking uphill. This way you can more effortlessly enjoy all the tea houses, the shops, the coffee shops that Xiahaolane has to offer. And the Chongqing lifestyle really encourages you to live in the moment, slow down for a little bit, and if you stayed in Xiahaolane until nighttime, you'll get to enjoy the gorgeous lights and some live music. And once you're done with Xiahaolane, you're gonna arrive at the bottom of Xiahaolane, which connects to our 4th stop, which is called Longmenhao. It's an old street next to the river. Longmenhao is conveniently located at the bottom of Xiahaolane. It's just about a 2-minute short walk from the exit of Xiahaolane by the river. So this bridge that you can see right now is the bridge that we also saw in Xiahaolane. Unlike Xiahaolane, Longmenhao is a little bit more down to earth. So it is this old market that has been around for hundreds of years as well. But in here, you can see a lot of local eateries that are a lot more affordable. So if you're hungry for some local cuisine, this is a great place for you to be to enjoy the local cuisine without breaking your bank. So we're gonna get started with eating in a little bit. But before that, I really want to show you some gorgeous art from Chongqing. So not only are there some copper statues, there's also this painting of what Longmenhao used to look like. And these are some businessmen who set up a French shop hundreds of years ago in Chongqing. And now let's get eating. Chongqing is known for its spicy food, so don't be surprised that a lot of the local eateries will have really spicy looking food on display. So this is what I got, which is a spicy cold noodles. It was really good. And a good combination with the spicy noodles is this local refreshing icy dessert. So it's called the cold shrimp because the ice dolls are made into the shape of shrimps. But basically you can put a bunch of different toppings in it, and then now I'm gonna stuff my face with it. Now that you're well fed and it's sufficiently late, it's a great time to get into the middle of Hongyadong. It's gonna be really busy because this is a very famous and touristy area. What we're gonna do later is we're actually gonna go across this bridge to get a better outside view of Hongyadong. But just take a look around at how Hongyadong is nestled inside all the skyscrapers. So, we're gonna cross the bridge behind this statue, and then that's gonna take us to this amazing view of Hongyadong from a little afar. And you can just see the crazy hustle and bustle in Hongyadong. Look at the traffic. So Hongyadong is gonna round up your first day of activities in Chongqing. Get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you in day 2. Good morning from Chongqing. Let me zoom into the outside. If you can see, and I'll show you my outfit of the day, so come with me. Okay, please ignore the mess, and here is my outfit of the day. Okay, let's see. So it's about 32 Celsius or 90 degrees outside. So I have a pretty flowy short dress on just so that it will be breezy. It's quite tropical, but there's a lot of red in Chongqing. The spicy peppers are red, so I think it's pretty appropriate for the city we're in. And then have this golfing hat on. It might get a little bit too hot, but might be good, and it matches my shoes, so kind of into that. And I have this shirt, this linen shirt, that I might just wrap around when it gets too sunny, and I don't want to get burned. So this will be the final outfit for when I'm out and about. And I'm gonna just strip down to the dress if it gets way too hot. So no more hat and no more shirt, but hopefully that will last me for some time for today. And we're gonna be doing a lot of climbing and hiking, so I'm wearing my tennis shoes with me, so it should be good. It should be a great day. I'll give you a report later. I'm having my breakfast right now. I'm gonna take you through my breakfast. I have some spicy noodles and an assortment of dim sum. I have some soy milk and some tea. Looks delish, so I'm gonna dig in. Don't just look at me getting filled up. You're also going to get filled up for 5 other spots that we're going to check out for today. Our first stop being the famous Liziba station.
火锅底料，从地人餐来吃的火锅底料，条头火锅底料提醒您，前方到站离子坝站，列车将打开，右侧车门。The next station is Liziba. Doors will open on the right.
We're currently at the Liziba station, so we just crossed the building with the subway, and then the view when you come out is gorgeous. Let me show you. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. You can't see me at all, but we're gonna check out how it goes through the building now. We are at the super famous Liziba, and there are so many people around waiting for the subway to come through. And here we are, waiting for the subway to come through. There's one more. And that's a wrap for our Liziba journey. It's very sunny and super crowded, so we're gonna head back and retreat. See you later. We're currently at the factory number 2 of the Goose Mountain. So it used to be a factory, and now it's just a commercial area with lots of stores, including a camera store. I might check out this camera store. So it used to be a coin factory. Come over, come over! Yay! Woo! 过来! Woo! Yay! Yay! We're currently at the Goose Hill Park. And it's super shaded. And here's the map. Seems like there are a lot of embassies in this park. Oh, it's called Eling Park. So I'm gonna check out a couple of embassies. And that'll be it. Okay, we're currently at the Kanshan Tower. So apparently is where you can observe the 2 rivers merging into one. So this is a description of it. And here is the towers. Okay, apparently this is where the 2 rivers meet. over there. The two rivers merges into one.
对，恭喜你答对了。
Very interesting. It was quite traditional, but I'm not sure if it's remodeled. But just look at this Coming out of the Kanshin Observatory Tower, there is this recreation area. Pardon my panting from earlier, but you really need to do a little bit of work to be able to get that panoramic view of Chongqing, but it's definitely well worth it. There are just 6 flights of stairs, so not for the faint-hearted, but the view at the top is so worth it. Now we can relax at this recreation area. Okay, a day in the life in Chongqing. We're currently at the Lotus Flower Gallery. And you can see the lotus right over there. We're currently at the 18 ladders. It's gonna be a lot of climbing again. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. This is the full map for Shibati or the 18 ladders. Having a hard time finding where we are right now, but there's a lot to look at. So I finally figured out that we're in District A, and shortly after you enter, there's this museum about the history of Shibati, and that's what the peninsula looked like before. A model of the whole Shibati district. This thing is so modern, and we're currently in the most traditional area on top of the hill. We're gonna go to the well that made this place. Here it is, the well that's given this place its name. And then you can walk around the flatter area of Shibati. And then at this point, you might be hungry or hot, so it's great to check out some tea houses. I'm currently at a tea house, and we're having some tea. 谢谢。
来，客官这边吃完茶了啊！
好的。
来，客官喝茶了，喂！
喝茶。哇！
来，高山流水。
高山流水。
哎，举上了。
谢谢。
来，这边是绿茶，哪位的？
好啊，我的。
好嘞，
谢谢。
您的老鹰茶。客官那边有纸巾的啊。
I'm gonna show you what's happening right now. I'm having some green tea, and my mom is having some herbal tea. This is our snacks that come with our tea. And this is a tea house where you can seek some shades and some refuge from the sun. It might be weird to see a rack of clothes in front of you, but this is actually something cool about this tea house is that once you're drinking their tea, you get to try on these traditional Chinese clothing for free, like what I did here. I'm gonna be enjoying my tea. Cheers. And after a good break, you can take a short walk to our fourth stop, which is the Mountain City Alley. And you do need to rest a little bit for this because there's going to be a lot of climbing again. So let's go. We're at the Mountain City Alley. This is the whole district. Just keep going. Can we still make it? We shall see. Let's keep going. Would be much easier if somebody can carry me as well. Walk all the way up. Okay, I guess if you want to give up, then there is a rest area. Or you can just keep going. Once you climb up a little bit, you're rewarded with this exhibit. So I am calling out things that I'm seeing here, but it is a very hustling and bustling area, so it does get really loud. One of the rivers again. Look at the skyscraper. Oh, it keeps going. Mountain City Alley might seem like every other historical district that we've already visited, but what's special about it lies in its historical importance during World War II, and we're going to check out the air raid shelter together. This talks about the history of Chongqing. It used to be the center of one government in China. And there's a air raid shelter tucked in right here as well. And walking towards the air raid shelter, which is under construction right now. Unfortunately, we can't check out the air raid shelter on this trip, but hopefully by the time you visit it, you can check out this World War II relic and really see how Chongqing was able to bring new life to this sad part of the history. Okay, so that's a little shelter that protects people from all the wartime crazy activities. Okay, looking at the peacefulness here, it's really hard to imagine the wartime. The air raid shelter was right here because of the circumstances. I love pandas here. Oh yeah, they do love their pandas. Now, yeah. Just to illustrate how different and unique each old district is, here I got to see how the traditional ingots are made. And our last stop is also to commemorate the history of Chongqing. And we're visiting the Freedom Monument pedestrian district. The Freedom Monument is like somewhere. Oh, it's covered with a tree. Here it is. It's right here in the middle. That's the Freedom Monument. Ta-da! Here we are. Right in the middle of everything. We're gonna grab some snacks in a little bit and I'll report back. See you later. They're saying that 7 p.m. at night, and we're at the Freedom Monument right here in the back. And that concludes our 2 days of traveling in Chongqing. I hope this vlog has been helpful for you to discover Chongqing a little bit and plan your travel a little bit better. If you have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section and tell me what your favorite thing to do in Chongqing is. And if you have a little bit more time, I have another vlog that will talk about an excursion to the outskirts of Chongqing where we'll be looking at the natural beauty of Chongqing. So follow me for more and I'll see you next time.